Alright guys, we are back with the interrogation, so let's just carry on from last time. Let's see how it goes.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get
Those
off?
poor
You think
girls.
you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This?
To be fair, we could just throw him down.
Can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed
Georgie
those women,
Porgy?
not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie's
I
taken
thought
care
it
of.
would be unwise to proceed with such faulty information.
I already took care of Georgie, so drop it.
What do you mean you took care of him?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
He wasn't behind it,
Georgie
I'm gonna
was
lie.
a victim of this psycho, too. He was pushed into the whole thing, and now he's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots.
Where's Crane?
Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait
Let
a
her
moment.
finish.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order.
Yep.
Inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Yep.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And
kidnapping
kidnapping
Crane.
Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Oh, yes you did.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know
You're
I
responsible.
know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning. So cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've
Just
done.
give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon
You don't need
which
proof, we
your
just-
body will be
we found him,
committed to
do
the
it.
witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to let
is
him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was.
Well, you
He
can.
was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
Georgie's
once.
always been a bit
That's
of a
what George.
coward.
That's not what Georgie said.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions.
It was a
I
trap.
was willing to cooperate.
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a
Yep.
bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you?
How is that
You'd do
relevant?
anything. You might even give up an innocent man. Just to
I
save
think you're done.
someone.
I think you're done talking.
What are you afraid of? Why not let an old man say his piece? Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really
Oh, don't
think
talk
she
about
wanted
Vivian.
that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her
So he knows
a
he's wrong.
successful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
That was Crane.
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Yep.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Faples get glamours. Because I helped her,
Okay, so
she
he
was
just
able to make a
helps
living, provide
vulnerable
for
people.
herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but
No, no, no.
Bigby refused.
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Don't
that
try and
true?
manipulate
Snow?
us.
I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk
Oh,
about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is
that
important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
you know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
Yep.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some
Oh
mistakes.
my god, why did she
But
say
believe
that
me,
about the
I
tree?
truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Well, they know that,
Yeah,
but I
right.
think they're
I
doubting
can't
you.
promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your
I
best
don't even know what
interests
to
at
say.
heart.
Like you did with her?
I'm trying to protect
You
you.
haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked
Yeah.
Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that
We're ending
weakness
that.
and add it to his strength.
We're not gonna tolerate this shit anymore. The debts are wiped. His business is closed. He's done.
Yeah.
They're right.
Thank you.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
There we go. All against one.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murder.
was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession that...
confession that nobody heard.
Oh my god.
I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
What about your
What
history?
about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right.
I mean,
how we're
well,
doing this.
I told them
Of
that
course it's
Georgie
right.
died.
This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes, you're responsible.
You're responsible.
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder.
Oh,
Since you know Bigby
snap.
works for her.
That's...
Nope.
He killed a man.
That
Don't
was
make him
just
a murderer, for fuck's sake. Killing someone who's trying to kill you is
They were
hardly...
there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need to escalate things.
Me? It was them. And who sent those two freaks anyway?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where
internally.
have I heard that before?
Oh my
How
god.
about the way he treated the poor woodsman when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your...
No, he
Under
wasn't.
my watch.
No, he wasn't.
He's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
I
He was
did
a
not hit
suspect,
him.
And I needed answers.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened.
Yes, it
Georgie
did.
killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with
That's
you.
not true.
Listen,
That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more?
Come on.
Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction?
Well, we'll fix that. We'll fix
Who
that.
will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
Oh,
Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
there we go.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Say
Why
it.
don't you
Say
take
it.
a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the
Go
middle
ahead.
of
Go ahead.
something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out
There
of
we go.
line.
Say
And we
it.
couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body.
Oh, the
Did
curse
you
is
kill
gone.
her?
Yeah.
Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to
She wanted
establish some
all
order
you,
here.
all of you freed.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa. My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This
There we go.
fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of
And he's
you.
gonna pay
Don't
for it.
worry. He's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Oh, snap.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
Go,
No,
go,
that's too
go,
fucking
go.
easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable life
Shush, man.
afloat.
Just throw him down.
This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you
You're done
want
talking.
mercy? You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't
not
have to
killing
kill
him.
anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
Well, that's the
How
same.
can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not
assure
good
you,
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we get
already?
rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you
We
are
should vote.
suggesting yourself.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's
Yep.
right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
There we go.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Okay, imprison him for life with magic.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what
Lock
you
him
think
up.
is right.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
What the hell? No, 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 no. I wasn't ready to boost. There we go. Punch his eye.
There you are. I hope you all remember this.
Don't
moment.
throw him.
Think of me.
Lock him up again.
Try to sleep.
Ha!
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you
After
can't be
what
serious.
he's done, you're just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
The sheriff, I'm not a
All right.
killer.
Do it.
Okay, I'm all good. That's him. The crooked man.
Not what I was expecting.
Mhm.
Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Let's just call it even.
Hey, Sheriff.
What's
You gonna
up?
come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
Frogo.
This fucking line.
There's Hans. The driver. Jack. Tim. The butcher.
Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Oh, that's the... It's the Frogo. Everything okay?
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Okay, let's go to the farm.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
What is that guy doing? Oh, the toad is going to the farm as well.
I'm going! Jesus!
Why don't they get the tree to make
We only have like
glamour?
5 minutes.
Hey, carry me for fuck's sake! I don't give a shit! You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit!
Yeah, I tried to help.
Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance.
But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby! I have something.
What?
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please?
What is
Dad
it?
says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could
What
bring
is
it
it?
to her.
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best.
Oh,
It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool.
That's
'cause
nice.
When they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
That's real nice.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
no, no,
Do
no.
we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well,
You'll
we
be
don't
safer
have a
there.
choice anymore.
Don't worry.
Can I save
You'll be
them?
a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about the Mundy seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
Come on.
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
How should I know?
How should I know?
Yeah, he saw him going in.
Saying goodbye?
Oh, Nerissa. Where's she going?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am.
She might still die though.
It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just... Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily.
Oh, she's scared
I'm not
of
sure where to start.
the ribbon.
Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We're gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that
What did you
place.
do?
Nerissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Yeah, but you were trying to protect him, yeah.
Just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Touch her arm.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason.
That's when
And
he
while
gave them
two
the
of
ribbons.
us were sitting there as he was telling me this. Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
Oh,
What
come
does it
on.
matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
It was for the
guess-
best.
I
She
guess it
still
worked
lied.
out in the end. I can't hold that against you.
I know he ordered their deaths.
I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality.
True.
Especially after that night after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here.
Piece of fabric.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah. I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way.
True that,
we just
true that.
fade. Like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith. Or Lily. Nobody cares about us.
Won't happen
Not
anymore.
really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and
Yeah, I will.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that
Snow
a lot
doesn't
these
need me, though.
days.
Snow doesn't really need me.
I'm sure that's not true. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened.
That
You
is
listened
100% true.
when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone
hope
stood
I've
a
done
chance
some good.
against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Yeesh.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Wait. Go after her. What was all this?
I'll see you around, Wolf.
What the hell was that? Okay, let's see the choices. So 34%, 31% of players let Georgie die with me. 90% of players did what I did with the Crooked Man. Oh wait, they brought him up alive. 50% of players imprisoned him. 100% of players accepted the gift. And 55% said they've done some good here. So special stats. You lied to him about seeing beauty outside the apartment. I used similar interrogation tactics. No, I didn't. I specifically did not want to hit that guy, but there was no options. Butcher, I hit him, yep. Then I advised him to leave town. Colin, I gave him a drink, and I helped him avoid the farm. Slapped Crane, of course. Crooked Man, I just did that. Took him back to the witching well and imprisoned him. Killed Dumb. Faith died, but I gave her the money. Georgie, I let him die. And I destroyed his place. Kicked her door down. Took his arm off. And I drank with him. I pretended to be the woodsman for Holly. I tried to take her ribbon off, nearly killed her. I let her do stuff. Tiny Tim, I didn't go with him. Toad, I slapped him during the interrogation. I shouldn't have done that. I stood up for him when Snow wanted to send him to the farm. Yeah, I gave him money, and I chose to arrest him, even though I knew it wasn't him though. All right, and that's the game done, guys. So the story was really good. There was a lot of cliffhangers, a lot of sort of changes in the story and narrative, so I couldn't have predicted the way it was going to end. And I think some of the citizens thought that the Crooked Man was innocent as well. The ending I don't quite get, because Nerissa was kind of behind all that to begin with. So it's kind of weird. There will be a Wolf Among Us 2 coming out soon, so we'll have to play that when it comes out. But yeah, it's probably an 8 out of 10 for me. But it's a great game, and I love the sort of Disney style. I don't know if it's Disney, but fables into a dark world. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the game and enjoyed watching me. Leave me a like if you like it, and I'll catch you next time, guys. See ya!